Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a part-time reseller and stay-at-home mom, and these are the items I sold March 8th through the 14th. I had 19 sales total, 11 on eBay, 7 on Posh, and 1 on Depop. My Depop order got lost in transit, so there's that. If you stick around to the end of this video, I'll let you know what my cost of goods were for the week, my total sales, and my net sales prior to taxes. Let's get started. Up first, over on Posh, we have these GD Blue cutoff jeans. Cost of goods was $107. I accepted an offer for $20. I netted $14.93. This is a Hannah Anderson that I have had way too long, and I refuse to retake pictures for. So over it, like literally since the beginning of when I started reselling. So I accepted an offer for $8. Like, cost of goods was $0. I made $5.05. I rarely accept $8 offers on Poshmark, but I was like, get it gone. Some things you just need to do that with. This was a bundle order. It was a Bowden tunic top that was linen and Hey Dude unicorn shoes. The bundle sold for $45. I netted $19.30 on the top and $9.28 on the shoes. The shoes cost of goods was $2.22 and the tunic cost of goods was $3.70. This was a Lane Bryant stretch blazer. Cost of goods was $2.12. I accepted an offer for $30. I netted $21.88. This was my husband's windbreaker jacket. Cost of goods was $0. I accepted an offer for $39. I netted $31.20. This Athleta top sold for $26. I accepted an offer. I netted $19.27. Cost of goods was $153. Over on Depop, it was these Eloquy pants that sold. I messaged the girl and said, hey, like, did you get these? No response. It said insufficient address when I looked at tracking, and then it ended there. Like, there was no, it said return to sender, and I never got tracking, never got the pants back. It was weird. Luckily, Depop immediately refunded her. How nice. But I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure these are lost. What happens? Because I've never had an issue with that. And they did refund me, so thanks Depop for that. Over on eBay, this Cutter and Buck jacket sold. It was given to me by my friend. I accepted an offer for $15. I netted $11.22. This cup she suit sold. Cost of goods was $106. It sold for full price during the 10% off sale for $20.69. I netted $15.61. These J. Crew matchstick pants sold in 90 days for $22.49 for full price, 10% off. Cost of goods was $172. I netted $16.32. This was an Anthro Mave dress. Cost of goods was $449. It sold for $49.45. I netted $38.71. Again, full price sale with 10% off. I didn't get very many full price sales when I wasn't running a sale. But with the 10% off, and which I was giving more of a offer on eBay, I get full price sales regularly. It's very weird. So if you're ever like, oh, maybe I should try this, that's something to try. These Livy and Luca shoes sold in 12 days. Cost of goods was $5.29. I accepted an offer for $23. There was an ad fee of 86 cents. I netted $14.30. Livy and Luca shoes sell wonderfully, just in case you were wondering. The bigger sizes too. This is another interesting story. This vintage beaded clutch sold. Cost of goods was $0. My mom had it in her basement forever. It sold for full price. She sent me an offer. I accepted her offer. She paid the full amount for some reason. I don't know why. There was an ad fee of $140 attached. I netted $38.63. She wants to return it. Something is not right up here because she asked me, hey, can I return it? I said, I would prefer you not return it. But yes, if you're unhappy with the purchase, you have the ability to return it. I am not walking people through returns. She is active on eBay and buys all the time. She knows how to open a return. I'm not going to walk her through it, and she still hasn't. I just stopped responding because I am I don't have the time in my day to deal with people who cannot function. Anyways, on to the next. This belonged to my daughter. So cost of goods was $0. I accepted an offer for $11 because I didn't want it to sit for a whole entire another year. I netted $10.45. This Talbot's tank sold. Cost of goods was $107. It sold for $10. There was an ad fee of 45 cents. I netted $7.18. This Hannah Anderson top sold for $10. There was no cost of goods because it belonged to my kids. I netted $8.72. This is the brand VSTR. Cost of goods was $2.12. It sold for $15. I accepted an offer and I netted $11.24. This Ralph Lauren purple polo dress sold for $10. Ad fee of 41 cents attached. I netted $7.20. That brings this week's cost of goods to $25.67. My total sales to $504.62, and my net sales to $320.35. Have a great week. Bye.